5 Divine Time, and CJ Shotlow. Thank you very much for everything you do. Now, before we get started, I already dropped one of my notes. Before we get fuck, before we get started, let's just say the most important thing. It is the season of giving, and Vibe Enterprises here in Meta Horizon is doing not only one but two children's hospitals this year. That's Vibe with a Y, VYBE. Please check them out, dude. Put a smile on some kid's face. It doesn't take much. It's very important. What's that?
One little toy will do it.
Yeah, one little
Just buy
toy.
one little toy.
You know what I mean? Put a smile on a kid's face. Kids are the
If
future. I mean,
everybody
we're
buys
talking
one
about
little
people.
toy.
Yeah, they're going to be holding nuclear keys one day, so make them happy now. This is we're coming to a close. We're coming to a close. We got RUNK tonight. We have our mystery guest for our season finale, and then we shut down. We shut down season 4. It's been a pretty wild ride. I will definitely say that. And I just want everyone to know, if I get a little fidgety before, like during the show, I had a whole bunch of Popeyes. So if I'm clenching my butt cheeks during the show, that's why. Yeah, them biscuits, man, are to die for. But I just want to read a few notes here. So some interesting stuff that has happened here inside of Meadowood within the past 2 weeks. Let's see. So Professor McDonald in Meadowood, a scientist, he is a nutritional scientist, and they actually are doing these incredible studies on obesity, but they want to reach out to a much larger audience.
That's so stupid.
Who writes this shit? Yeah, oh my God, I'm sorry. Let's see, and we got one more thing. Disgruntled Apple user in Meadowood says that he named his iPad Titanic, and now the thing won't stop sinking. Listen, guys, I apologize. We're really low on budget for season 4, and our writers right now, we're paying them basically peanuts. This is the quality that you get. I do want to announce that tonight, of course, Crazy Cantina has their zombie night. It's going to be pretty gnarly. It's great staff there. And the return of course, our friend Sherwin, Horizon Squares, which also Lux Vision Studio Productions films for them. That's incredible. Kat, you went to some type of ski resort or something. What did you do recently? Yesterday, right? Tell us about that.
I went to the mountain.
Katty,
like I always do.
She's a woman of words. So, and you went to a comedy club last night. You were raving about
I sure
that.
did. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
tell
went
us
out
about
for
it.
pizza and then went to a comedy club. There was about 9 comedians. I have not laughed so hard and so long. It was amazing.
That's
Didn't
because
go
she
home
works
till
for
like
Heyo
midnight, and then and I had to wake up at 4. So it was a blessing. Now I'm cranky.
I bet, dude. Oh God, I bet. A little avocado's in the building. Shout out, little avocado. Happy birthday. Let's see some confetti for her. Sonny, throw your hands up because I know you want to wish her a happy birthday. There you go. So, RUNK, M RUNK tonight. Pretty exciting. Definitely. We put the Crazy Cantina building inside the city skyline to pay them respects. Oh God, let me do this before we get started. So our sponsor this week is Meadowood Gynecology. Meadowood Gynecology just opened up here in Meadowood. Their tagline is Dr. Jones at your cervix. And of course, our Boston Be a Man this week is buy a bike for your kid, never put it together, be a man. With that, I've actually done that before.
Really?
Yeah, I did. My cousin actually put the bike together. I just didn't have time. But it was a weird bike. It was like one of them Schwinns, you know what I mean? Like the one with the banana seat and did the kid in doesn't the kid in the movie It ride that? Wait, Heyo Silver. Remember the kid with the stutter?
The new one or the old one?
No, the old one. The old one.
Oh.
Anyway, so let's get this started. We'll bring Runk right out now. And Rello got in the building. Don't forget to check out his podcast. Very funny. Runk, why don't you come on out to the stage and let's get this show on the road because he's got to build. Trust me.
All right, it didn't go as long as I thought.
Welcome to the show. No, it doesn't.
Stand there long
Copyright
enough
issues.
either. So.
Yeah, that was actually a pain. So we fixed that, by the way. We got a lot of complaints that last week when we came out, it wasn't loud enough. Meta decided to screw up our ambient sound. I don't understand. Like they fix one thing, but then they mess up another, and now Tuesday used to be the day, Runk, you can attest to this as a builder, that you would like clench up because you're like, what did they screw up this week?
Meta Tuesdays, gotta love them.
Actually, as members of MHCP, are we even allowed to say that shit anymore?
Yeah.
Meta, if you're watching, because I do tag you, please fix our stuff. Let's get right into it. Very exciting. You have a comp that you're working with for the competition.
Yes.
How frustrating is that?
Not at all. We have I'm partnered up with Prince Hustle on this one.
Great dude.
And
nice. I like
we have a great concept. The game has been going well. I wish we had a little more time. But it's going well. We're wrapping things up. We've got Saturday morning, I think it has to be published. And so yeah, people are gonna love it.
I believe I read the deadline or something. It was like tomorrow you got to finish it up and then publish Saturday or something.
You got to be published by Saturday. Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of other small notes. You got to have a video and you got to have a couple paragraphs about the game. And so there's a lot of prerequisites to it as well. But we're having a lot of fun with it. I'm really excited. And at very least, it's a really cool new world for the crazy universe. So I think everyone's going to enjoy it.
I can't wait to check it out, honestly. And it was gracious what you had offered before the show, but I just am so tired. Shout out to DL Cordero in the building. Definitely an amazing artist. Let's see some confetti for DL Cordero. I forgot to throw confetti myself. I didn't get into the competition because I got into one competition. Can't remember this. I want to stoke your memory here. I got into one competition one time, and it was kind of an unofficial competition. Who launched that? Was it Flex Tie or was it Matlow? Where they wanted us to build a bathroom.
Yeah.
Remember? And I was so passionate about it, and then I saw everybody else's
it was a bathroom
entry.
competition.
Wait, it was the whole competition. Everyone had to make a bathroom.
Everyone had to make a bathroom. Yeah,
that sounds
and
really.
It was a Matlow 3D competition.
It was interesting. No, because
it was
especially
interesting.
Flex Tie does.
What a crappy contest.
No, that was fun. I was actually about to defend it. But we I got so because I wasn't really a builder back then. You know what I mean? We had put out at that time the art museums for people to come in and take pictures. And then we would give them the art until that one lady bugged me so much. I just imported the whole world tour and was like, please stop messaging me. I want to ask, you have this whole crazy universe thing going.
Yeah.
And it's, I mean, how do you find the time to be able to oversee every single aspect of those worlds?
That's a great question. You really can't ever see them all the time. I give attention where attention is due. If something's broken or not working, or if the world's starting to kind of get a little busier than another one, then that one gets the more attention. Right now, really, it's just the cantina and crazy lanes that get the most traffic, so they get the most attention.
That's good, man. I love crazy lanes.
The hard part actually is finding the time for new creations.
Oh my God, here I go.
Here she goes.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Hi. See ya.
All right.
It's nice having you.
If it wasn't at the end of the season, we would take applications for a co-host that can sit
You can
still.
take 'em now.
But
Fuck, I don't need to do the last two.
we're at the end, so it doesn't really matter.
Fuck it.
You know what I mean? We'll bring Jerry back. We'll bring Jerry the plant back, and we'll just put him in
There you
their
go.
seat.
There you
We used to have a plant on stage, but the capacity we just couldn't keep him. We
Plant
let
had
him
to
die.
go. Wow.
Yeah, Jerry had to go. But it
Yeah.
was sad. Wasn't Jerry what was the name of Nate Chillin's plant? Remember, and he took it off the stage, and I told him I'd never come back to another show unless he put it back on. Callie, take yourself off mute. What was the name of that? What was the name of that plant that he had on stage? Because you filmed for that show. Do you remember?
I don't remember.
Oh golly, were you on mute this whole time, or were you not? Oh,
I'm not muted.
Oh, we're just not funny.
It's
So-
broken.
Oh,
It's
your
broken.
mute's broken.
That
Yeah.
sucks.
Oh God! Thank God
So
it's
I'm just
someone
trying to
who's
be
like
quiet.
kind.
I would definitely get rid of the fucking Oculus if my mute was broken.
Oh yeah, Caddy. You
Oh, God,
guys,
I would fucking get
Caddy's
rid of this
sweet,
shit.
but it's half the time the stuff that she says.
You don't want to know.
No,
You do
don't.
not want to fucking know what I'm saying behind your all's backs.
No, don't say that. Stop. We're already running low on guests, audience members. So that's one thing that it hurts me about the competition. Everybody's focused on the optimization of mobile gaming, and that means that it dilutes shows and stuff like that. I mean, you really have to go hard to promote and promote and promote, and that's not just advertisement. That's showing up to other people's stuff, making time to go to other things. So, with that said, your focus is your competition. Oh, Retro's here. Everybody pretend you're asleep. Retro's here. No, just kidding. But I love Retro.
Be
Mate.
nice.
So your world, your comp world, that's geared towards mobile. Yes.
So the world has to be mobile, 100% mobile compatible,
Oh.
but it needs to be geared towards both. To be honest with you.
Wow. Golly. I've come in here in mobile a couple times. I can't get used to it, man.
I don't like it at all.
It drives me crazy. I can't get
Yeah,
used to
the average game loop, the average game play time for someone on mobile is 5 minutes, and so we have to have one of the conditions is having a game loop that can be done within a 5 minute span.
Oh, so basically like a goldfish mentality type thing.
You need to be able to start, play, and complete a round, a lap, a game, of whatever the game is within a 5 minute span.
Oh, so like that. But what's the name of that world, Cat, with the platforms and the saws come out and cut you and the back rooms platforms? Is that the name of it, Callie? Do you know? What's the name of it? Yeah. Oh,
I don't know
okay,
what
I
you're
get it.
talking- what
So
are you
it's like
talking
we're
Squirrel.
we're talking about the mobile. We're talking about the
Oh.
competition. But I want to go beyond that. I actually want to go beyond that. I want to go, because there's something interesting that we know about you. And Kattie actually has a really good question about it because when I brought it up to her, she was intrigued.
Oh
with-
my God.
Because of her father.
Oh. Like, what the hell?
I'm scared.
Go ahead. Keep talking.
No, I'm
I'm looking for something.
Oh, so Cattie's father was in the military, and we understand that you, of course, were also in the military.
Indeed, 9 years active duty Navy.
Okay, I wanted to be in the Navy. I wanted to be on a submarine, but I'm 6'5", so I'm too
Yeah, I couldn't
tall.
do
Ah, it sucks. But Kat, you had a question for him that you wanted to throw out there.
Yeah,
and
I
I
don't
thought-
remember what it was right now, to be honest with you. I thought you were a lot
Cattie's-
older than you were, I think. So I was going to go like a Vietnam route, but I don't think you're that
Oh.
old.
I'm not that old.
Oh,
I'm Desert Storm
Okay.
old. I'm old, but I'm not Vietnam old. I'm Desert
No, then I'm
Storm
like,
old.
well, yeah, because I'm like, I'm in my 40s. I'm like, I bet this guy is probably like in his late
Early
40s. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, good save. Yeah, it was a very good save. Oh boy. I'm like Ed McMahon who laughs at the jokes. My co-host insults you.
I'm old. I'm
Um,
old. Just not hitting
So
on
the
old.
actually the question that she asked this morning, it was really good. So she said that what is a memory that you have? Okay, because I love the camaraderie of the military. Okay, what is a memory that you have where you guys did something? I mean, like a prank or something that you pulled that you were like, oh man, I can't believe we got away with this, and it was just hysterical amongst you and your friends in the Navy.
Oh my God, you're putting me on the spot. That was 30 years ago.
That wasn't that long ago.
That's a long time ago, Kat.
My sister's 30.
Yeah, I don't remember 30 years ago.
Let's see. A prank? That's a weird question.
It is a weird
Um,
question.
Yeah, no, I mean, my time in the military, I went in when I was 18 and I joined because my brother was in the military. He had 2 years ahead of me. And would come home, he had a new car, new clothes, new things. And so I joined the military because I wanted all those new things too, because I grew up poor. And turns out I didn't have the knack to manage my money like he did. So my money got spent on beer and pizza and cigarettes, and
Like
so I
most
did
guys in
everything
the
you weren't
Navy.
supposed to do with your money. So there really wasn't any pranks, just lots of drinking of Jack Daniels and beer, and yeah. Sorry, nothing
Sorry if you
exciting.
guys could hear me drinking. Oh my god, root beer, one of the greatest inventions of mankind. So, oh my god, I love it. But my cousin was in the Navy, and my cousin, I don't know how many times that kid got engaged. It was like every time he came home, he was getting married to someone. And I was like, bro, like, slow down, dude. Slow down. He must have been engaged like 6 times. And I just don't, I can't fathom, I can't fathom. He was out at sea a lot, though. I mean, he was always working these on boats and
Oh,
everything.
okay. So then they do the whole like fleet week or whatever, and then all the panties get fucking dropped.
Whoa.
That's how,
Whoa.
yeah. Well, I know when they do fleet week here, like all the ladies go down there, dude, and they're just like, ooh.
Say the word panties again. Listen to the way she says her A. Say the word panties again.
So why did you come up with the name Crazy? Like what's up with that? Like what crazy?
Where'd the crazy come from? So the crazy
Mhm.
came from my first world, which was a pool hall. So I wanted it to have a really cool name. I thought Crazy Eight's pool, so that was
Oh,
cool.
okay.
And then when I did the bowling alley, we wanted to try to stay on trend with Crazy Eights because it had
Mhm.
such a great success. We wanted to tie it in, so we came up with Crazy
Crazy
Lanes,
lanes.
and that seemed to really kind of flow off the tongue, and so that started the whole Crazy universe. Then once we did that, then we had Crazy Carts and Crazy Kids and Crazy Playroom, and
Holy crazy.
yeah. So it's a
Excuse
whole
me,
crazy
excuse me,
universe.
sir. Excuse me, sir. Don't please don't play on the steps. We don't have insurance. Thank you. So, well, this guy's gonna fall down, dude. He'd break his neck, and we're not gonna have a season finale. It's like, what the heck? Crazy Eights. We loved that world. Remember, we used to go there all the time.
That
And
was a
the design-
phenomenon, man. That
Oh,
was a
it's
phenomenon back in
great.
its day.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
and I
because
figured
no
out how to
one-
get strike every time.
No, Crazy Eights, the pool
Oh.
hall.
Crazy Eights was the pool hall.
My bad.
Show's over, folks.
It is. I'm hungry. I'm fucking God. I hate rushing on Thursdays. Thursdays I just rush to get home and I don't get to eat or nothing.
Yeah, anyone looking to put on a show in the metaverse, I'm going to be honest with you, Rello, you're still here. Throw your hands up if you're still here. Rello, throw some confetti up if I'm wrong. If I'm not wrong. I just gave him two different options to do this.
If I'm not wrong.
Is it or is it not difficult to put on a show and set up something that's like you got a successful podcast, don't you? That's all right,
Don't you?
Rello. We didn't mean to wake you up. So I
He's
love
asleep.
Rello God.
Is
He's
he
a great
moving?
dude. Yeah, he's moving. It's we got to get Rello on the show. That would be funny as shit. But well, I want to let you guys know it is exhausting. It is really exhausting doing this, and it's like that's why we do it two reasons. Once we do it every 2 weeks. One is to give a courtesy to other people who have shit going on Thursday, because I don't want to hog the spotlight. I hate that. I'm a community based person, and two, because I just don't have it in me. I don't. And I know Kattie doesn't. And you guys
Definitely
don't have to
not.
listen to Kattie bigger about it. I do. So it's like but we did love, let's loop back to that. We did love Crazy Eights. The design of that place was sleek, man. Remember when we first got in there and we were like, wow, this place is nice. And you had one of the I mean, it was really nice. A couple of the moderators there were jerk offs, but remember that one guy who was trying to fight us all the time, Kat? But you were one of the first guys to have a really successfully working billiard table. I mean,
I still have the only functioning pool table.
It was great. Well,
no
Nemo
disrespect to those who have made pool tables in here. They've made some good attempts, but I still boast 2.5 years, 3 years later, still have the best working pool table in Horizons. Still
you do. You have a great one. Nemo had a good one too at High Dive.
Sure.
Shout out to Nemo. Nemo, stay safe on the road in this weather. Yeah, and then Crazy Lanes, because I don't think anyone had a successful bowling alley in here. There was a couple concepts, but there wasn't. So what the hell was that? Out in this, that was weird. Did you see that?
No, my back's towards the fucking window. How am I going to see it? I don't have eyes on the back of my head.
The lights turn on and off in the buildings, and sometimes it throws me off. Anyway, and congratulations on getting a bigger building than Bunky's. But I really wanted to put. I got to be honest. I really wanted to put the light racer track going around it, so while people were sitting in the audience, they could see the.
That'd be cool.
Fuck out of here. They could see the light racers going around the building.
I scripted it for you.
Yeah, nobody. It gets on the edit list except for us. We're dude. Right, Callie? Am I wrong? Callie's been with the team for how long now? Callie's still not an editor.
Tester.
Yeah, she's still a tester. She's a tester. Well,
Speaking of testers, where the hell's Chris at?
Good question. Now, my next thing that I want to ask you is, so you have the playroom's cool. You have the cantina, a great watering hole for people to hang out. What was there any type of like, because I mean, yeah, you have your bunkies, you have your different rooms. When it comes to having a watering hole type place, what are the ideas that go into place when it's you're thinking to yourself, I want to innovate this place, I want to make it a place that people want to come back to? Like, what's the thought process behind that when you're pouring those types of ideas into the melting pot?
That's a great question. For me, it was important that I create a space that's unique. You know, everyone kind of throws in the same games and the same things and does all the same stuff. And you know, if you don't know how to script, that's a great way to use the assets. But I really wanted to incorporate a little bit of everything that I have. So I wanted a pool table in there. I wanted a bowling lane in there. I wanted, you know, I really liked Moki in the original world that I saw it in, and I wanted to improve on that creator's game. So I rewrote the script, and you know, now it's a phenomenon. Moki, who knew? Everybody wants one. Everyone has one now. So it was important to me to kind of try to keep things unique, and it's only going to get more so now with Trimesh and all these people in the creator program. Even myself, the canteen is going to see a remake coming in the next couple of weeks, a new facelift.
Very excited.
Same floor plan, but a new facelift. I'm sure a lot of
Nice.
you have already seen it. If you haven't, I stream it on our Discord all the time. Just discord.gg/crazy cantina. There we go.
Yeah, good conversation too while you're streaming. It's definitely
Yeah,
a
it's
chill
fun.
time.
It's fun for me to be able to build and be able to talk to people. I get input while I'm building, and often take suggestions. So it's a great, it's a great thing. Once I'm done doing the cantina, I plan on remaking or remodeling Crazy Lanes. So I'm excited about that one too. And then of course I've got a whole new game coming out that's completely different than anything I've ever done before. So I'm excited to
Exciting.
get that one going. It's called Time Rangers.
Ooh, Time Rangers. That
Yeah, it's a
oh my
game.
god! If I had a couple $1,000 like just to throw around, which I probably could if I really thought about it, I would love to get one of those Time Crisis or like one of them arcade machines with like 4 controllers, so I could play like remember the old Simpsons and Ninja Turtles back in the day. What was your favorite turtle to use, Kat?
Mine was Donatello.
Yes. There we go. Coley's in the building. Listen, anyone, if you're gonna go in a tournament against Coley, just stand on the second player's podium before the guy's an absolute animal. I mean, he's incredible. I beat him one time in bowling, and I was so stoked about it. I do want to go back to the Crazy Lanes Trimesh. So VR chat boasts some bowling alleys and this and that. And I mean, VR chat is literally Ready Player One. And if you haven't been to VR chat yet and you have an Oculus headset, stop screwing around. It's VR chat is legitimately Ready Player One. You remember at the beginning of that movie when you have you got the Smurfs walking by, Master Chief, you know what I mean? Yeah, Heathcliff walking through. It's literally like that over there. You're sitting at the bar with an eyeball with a straw in his mouth, drinking from his cup, a babe next to you that everything on her body jiggles. Like it's such a crazy time over there. But the bowling alleys over there, the scripting to them and the way that they work with their tri-mesh is a little bit wonky, I would say. So how do you foresee overcoming those hurdles from translating your Crazy Lanes into a tri-mesh version, since it operates a little bit differently than primitive shapes?
No, so actually it operates almost identical to primitive shapes. It's really just the appearance.
Oh,
so if
Hear that, CJ?
if I knew the language over in VR chat to write scripts, I could duplicate the same effect.
That would be, and I asked you that before, and the aspiration to move anything Crazy Universe to VR chat is like presently null and void.
No, I would go over there if there was a platform for creators to make an income.
Oh,
for sure. I mean, why wouldn't I? Yeah. I'm on this platform because I've been here 3.5 years. Meta rewarded me 3 years ago with the monetization program and early access program, and I've been able to be successful and
that's when it was hard to get in.
Very hard. You had to really.
This one was super fucking easy.
Not that people don't deserve to be in now, but you really had to have a world do something special for them to notice and get you in. And I've continued to do that every year since I've been in the program. So, I'm never going to be the top tier guy, but I'm always just steady in the race, always constantly putting out something decent, having fun with the players. And that's all I want to really do is just continuously put out good content. But if VR chat were to have a platform where creators can get paid, why wouldn't I want to go over there?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Well,
especially if I'm already building a world that's compatible with Trimesh. I'm getting better and better every day in Blender. It's been a fun process to learn, But if I build a world in here and it just as easily translates in there without doing a single thing differently, it's almost silly not to open it there. So
that does make a lot of sense, actually. So we did meet 3 years ago, and we met inside of Plaza, and that was right around the time that they shut down very abruptly. Events just got cut. I mean, altogether. Worlds like Soapstone just completely got shut down altogether. And no one knew what was going on. So a whole bunch of us gathered at Plaza, and you and I met right at the basketball court. I expressed to you then that I thought Crazy Eights was absolutely excellent. And then, of course, 3 years later, I end up being a bartender moderator in your world. In that time period, over the course of 3 years, what would you say is the most significant hurdle that you were not able to overcome? A lot of people say, what's the hardest thing that you came, you got over? What's the one thing that you never got to overcome?
In here?
Yeah. Listen, you guys thought I was a fucking goofball. These are good questions.
It's going to sound arrogant, but anything I've strived to do, I've overcome. So
Good for you.
I'm
That's
not
a great
gonna lie.
attitude.
Yeah, that actually removes the next 3 questions. So
sorry. I'm so sorry. It sounds arrogant. I don't mean it that way because I'm not an arrogant person at all. I'm very humble.
I'm just kidding. That cue card
typically,
doesn't say shit. It doesn't have any questions on it. It's a fucking say. No, it's serious.
But when when I've put my mind to creating a world or doing something in a world, I've been able to puffle farts. Huh?
Doesn't say shit on it.
It does. It says puffle farts.
It does say puffle farts.
It does, and this one says gibberish. So when you guys look at me, I'm looking at this fucking shit. I'm making it all up as I go.
You don't have a real life pad in front of you asking questions?
No, he does it all off of his head.
Off the top of my
God.
head.
We'll sit there.
we've
No,
been-
we'll sit there and we'll talk about my questions that I'm gonna fucking ask, and then I don't remember all.
Which she never asked. She
So
never
maybe
asked.
you should write them down.
No, she never.
Maybe.
It's so funny. So
That's a lot of work.
let me explain something. So in season 2, I think the most practiced thing that ever happened on this show was Cattie's entrance. Okay, and
Oh God.
I would practice her and her intro monologue, not intro monologue, but introduction. And I think I may have clocked myself now at 2,613 times I've practiced that over
Easy.
the course of 2 years. And in season 2, episode 2, season 2, episode 1, we had Isha Tushai and El Blanco. Season 2, episode 2 was King Patrick. Shout out to King Patrick. King Patrick, we see all your photos and your videos. We're glad you're living your best life. Amazing person. I know you're never going to see this, but amazing person. We
never know.
decided during that episode we would never write another question down again, and every question that happened on the show came off the top of our heads. Now, Kattie likes to get fucking stoned beyond belief, okay, and forgets everything that we rehearse for her. I don't rehearse shit for myself, but we rehearse her stuff. And I asked her for about 2 weeks straight, you got any questions for Runk? You got any questions for Esper? And she goes, no. Her and I coach questions, and then she gets fucking baked before the show and forgets them.
I get paid.
Why do you say that? I heard her doing it over in the green
She was
room,
ripping she was ripping a bong up in the observation
100%.
deck.
Yeah.
No, I was
She
pissed
was.
because did you know? Oh, you didn't hear me. I went to go get fucking flour, and there was one bud attendant, and there was a huge ass line. And I said, "Fuck this," and I left. So I'm just smoking out of my pen. So I'm not as high as I could be.
That's
I could
so
be
for those of
higher.
you who don't know, that wall right there, the guest actually can stand in that wall right there and watch you guys come in. It's called the observation deck. It's
I
very
watch
wonderful.
all you
spot.
guys while you come in.
Yeah, we watch you guys before the show starts.
Taking
We've
bong
actually
hits.
planted if you reach down beneath your seats, one of you actually will find something special. Go ahead and check. Reach down beneath your seats now, everyone.
Oh yes, no one did it.
Oh, Cooley, you did it.
Cooley did
Aw.
though. Cooley. No, he had an
You know.
itch on his balls.
There's no gift underneath the seats. We actually did plan to put something down there one day, and we just never did. So you have. Oh no, I don't think I can talk about that, can I? Because I don't know if you want that spoken about. It's not bad. It's about like a project of yours. Damn, that fucked me up. Because
Go ahead.
I had about your own having guests. Remember we sat back in the corner.
Oh
and
yeah,
talked?
we've talked about doing a morning show at the Cantina.
Great.
So yeah, we're absolutely still interested in doing that. Just have to get through the holiday, I think, and then we'll probably really put that together.
Now, when
Nice.
it comes to that, a morning show actually doesn't have to take place in the morning.
Yeah.
Like I think people get messed up with that because we had a couple ideas. That building over there,
Say
the
that
Eye of
again.
Meta. So if you guys can see that building behind Crazy Cantina, that's an actual world. And when you go inside of that building, there's windows in there. You can actually see the Heyo building from that building over there. And we had this whole thing planned out where we were going to host a news station. And it was a great idea, but we just never got the chance to do it. And on that had an idea similar to yours. So if you would like to take that, dude, have at it. It's already built. It's already done. You know what I mean?
appreciate it. I appreciate that. Any world coming out now by me will always forever now be Trimesh.
Oh,
Forever and ever. Always and ever forever. I just
Get on
couldn't.
your fucking trash.
You got to get on it. It's silly not to build in Trimesh anymore. If you know how to build in primitive, once you learn how to maneuver around in Blender, if this guy can do
You'll never
it,
go back.
you'll never go
You'll
back.
never go
Yeah.
back. Oh, dude, I watched Prince Must Hustle coaching him one day in Trimesh, and it was like watching all the tricks of the Wizard of Oz come to life, dude. It was insane. Like it was absolutely beautiful to watch. I mean, because
You
he's
mean
like,
JB?
you know, JB too, but no, Prince. No, who was in there the one day that was coaching? It wasn't JB. It was
RJ, the
someone else.
creators come in and
RJ.
help me.
That's who I meant, RJ.
He's
Oh,
a
God.
guru. Yeah, he's a guru.
Yeah, we love RJ.
Love RJ.
So as good as I am as good as I'm getting in Blender, I did not want to take on the task of my newest game. I was saying about Time Rangers. So this is a new game that's coming out. It's going to be, honestly, it's steampunk inspired. I'm really excited about this game, but I didn't want to attempt the art myself because RJ just has such a skill set and he's so amazing. So I've actually hired him on to do the art for this world. So
Nice.
anticipate something fantastical.
So something that you guys may not know, obviously we're in Meadowwood now. I'm going to throw this out there. I don't even know if I can say this, but I'm going to say it because it's my fucking show. So one of the things that I'm not even in my chair. This is crazy. That you guys may not know is we used to be in the city of Adam, which was a primitive shapes world, Golden Hand. We left there. We were actually, Kat can attest to this, we were actually in the talks with RJ that the next city we moved into as our city skyline and background was RJ, the creator, City of Steel. And that was a huge push. He was actually on board with it. And we just, Kat and I got busy on it with our own stuff. Him and Biggie got busy with their own stuff, and we just never intersected again. But we were really trying to push for that because that would have been huge for us, you know?
That's awesome.
Yeah. We had a great time with him, and watching him help coach you in Trimesh was awesome. What do you think the most successful, yes moment for you was when it came to the Trimesh? because it doesn't look easy.
It's hard. So I've been playing with TriMesh for almost a year now, and I actually was getting paid Joseph Branzik money every week to have a class to teach me Blender, and after a year I still was not functional. Like, just moving around, I kept losing myself in the project. Like, I would get pushed way out. It's not like in here where you can just pull yourself back to the objects.
Right.
So my favorite moment was when I learned how to just get back to the project. So if you lose the item, as long as it's highlighted, you hit the period button and it zooms you right back in. And I was like, yes, I got it.
If I could ever get this laptop up and running, I'm gonna get on. I'm gonna let everyone know now. Once I get on TriMesh and learn it, I've got great, beautiful ideas floating around in my mind, and I've been researching, and no one else is doing them, and I cannot wait to learn it. My only thing is, I don't have the fucking time. I don't have the time. I'm already stretched. It can be
time consuming for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm already stretched in enough. I just tried to sit down and read 2 chapters of my book the other day, and I'm like, I don't have time to do this because I got other things I need to do. It sucked, but then again, the book sucks too. So
no, Blender's pretty exciting. The direction that Meta is finally giving us everybody the ability to join the creator program. All they have to do is ask to join. And the fact that we can start publishing worlds, like you said, Ready Player One, it's coming, man. Yeah. And Meta might be a little slower with that, but he has a plan and he's doing it. He's doing it right to begin with. It may take a little longer to get there, but when it gets there, it's working well.
He, for clarity purposes, as in Zuck.
We're talking about Zuckerberg for sure.
Okay.
He gets us a lot of grief. I can't lie. He's been good to me for the past 3.5 years. So
that's cool. And I'm glad he finally changed that. Zuck, if you're watching this, or if you ever watch it, I'm glad you finally changed out of that olive drab shirt. It was great seeing you wear something different at this.
Yeah, I'm sure he tunes in every week. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Let's see what Maddie Cakes is doing. That bum.
Yeah, no, that sounds great, man. I believe that.
That would be incredible. Wouldn't it be something? I just saw an AI ad with him the other day where it was his face turning and looking at you in all directions, and I was like, I'm so freaked out by this. But at least he's not as scary looking as Bill Gates is. So there's that. You got to give him that.
Bill Gates, you got to give him that.
So when it comes to the Meta Connect, dude. The Meta Connect, it just, oh man, I wish I could get out there, but simultaneously, a guy of my caliber can't be there because, and I've expressed this to you before, I can't sit there and sing Kumbaya with everyone. I really can't. I'm too honest for that. And when you get out there, what is that feeling like when you're putting actual, not just faces, because you can FaceTime at any time, when you're putting actual presence behind who the people are as a digital avatar?
That's the best part of Meta Connect for me. I've been lucky enough to go both years that creators have been invited.
Ladies, do you mind not fondling yourselves in the middle of the show? Thank you.
I've been fortunate enough to go 2 years in a row, and both years, the best part is so many good things getting to see at Connect itself and being part of that process, but getting to meet the other creators for me was by far the best. So it's very exciting to put a face to the name and just be able to sit and have breakfast with the unemployed alcoholic, or Papa Hapa was there this year, and JB was there this year, and so it's really cool to meet these people in person and get to know them on a different level.
And a good friend of ours, Kattie and I, Andrew Money, speaks so highly of you.
He is he's such an awesome guy. I love him to death. Man.
We love Andrew.
Him and Wayne's World, and all great people, man.
That's cool, man. That's really cool.
He's
so when you're at an event like that, I would assume that the Horizon crowd is merely like a thumbnail compared to the entire populace that shows up at that spot.
Oh
right?
yeah, it's a huge gathering. We're just a small. I mean, they invite 50 of us to go, and that's it. So, we are by far the loudest. Anytime he mentions anything in any of those videos that you watch for the Connect, and you hear the screaming when he says something about Horizon, that's usually started by Andrew Money and finished off by the rest of us. Yeah,
That
Andrew
we did
started it.
hear them very clearly in one video.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what was it that
I
they
think at
said?
one point Zuckerberg even stops and points at us during his filming. Yeah, it's funny.
That's crazy. What does it feel like to have a billionaire point their finger at you? I get
Well, there
excited
was
when I meet certain users.
I'll one up that. There was actually a point a year or two ago that he wanted to see some of the worlds in Horizon. Of course,
Really?
they went on the private server, but I was notified that Crazy Eights was one of the worlds that he wandered through. And
Nice.
Get out of
walked into.
town.
Yeah,
That's
so
gnarly.
yeah,
That's
I was
really
pretty
gnarly.
excited. Crazy
Could you-
Eights, Crazy Lanes. He went through them both.
I've tried to get so many different celebrities to come on this show. I've even gone out of my way to move some funds around with the idea that I would purchase a headset and send it to different celebrities. But
Oh,
I
that's
can
cool.
never get past their P&R and like I can never get past like
And they're
the
like, "Who are
front
you?"
gates. Yeah, they're like, who the fuck is this guy? I do the Boston Being Man billboard that you guys. I must have emailed them guys a million times because I want to see one video where that guy pops up like a screenshot of this world, and I would be so honored. That would be amazing. My cheeks hurt from smiling so much because every time I think about these aspirations, I get really excited. I'm trying to pull my cheeks down. Sorry.
I was
Speaking of royalty, RJ the Creator's in the crowd.
where?
RJ, the creator, is in here.
Oh, there he
We
is.
were just talking about you.
We were just
Yeah.
talking about you. We
Oh,
really were.
shit.
We really were. Actually,
That's why he's
RJ,
here, is because he could hear. He knew
yeah,
his ears
What?
were.
we
ringing.
should send RJ that PNG, that picture
Bye,
that's
Jen.
inside of. Oh, see you, Jen. Shout out to Jen Smash and all the hard work she does with the Meta Amputee Coalition, which, by the way, is a sign right on the side of the building, ladies and gentlemen.
Love ya.
Yeah, we got you. Yeah, we love you too. That's all right, Sonny. You'll be okay sitting by yourself. So, we should actually send RJ that PNJ. That Runk, I want to thank you for that. You put a poster for our show up in your world. Oh my God, you have no idea how many times I get asked a day. Is that me? Is that Kattie? And it's like, oh,
I know he always
God.
like. Is
I
that
think they're more
people
obsessed with
always
Caddy
ask-
than you.
No, that's not me though, so it's all good.
It is her. It is her. It's yes, it is. It is her. Okay, we've all seen you. So, with that said, since we are coming towards 10 o'clock, okay, I would love for you to plug different things that you have in the pipeline. I'd love for you to plug anything that you want to throw out there and you want to bring awareness to. For oh, I'm so sorry. I hate when my throat gets like that. So, God, it's so embarrassing. Let me take another drink. I can barely talk now. So it's that goddamn Popeyes biscuit. So, oh my God, root beer. So, go ahead and plug out whatever it is that you have in the pipeline and make people aware and make people know like what we can expect and what we can look for in the future. That way, including tonight's event inside the Crazy Cantina. That way you have more awareness brought your direction.
The camera's
All right,
yours.
so what's coming up? So for the Crazy Cantina, we've got more contests, more shows, growing staff, and a remodel. Pretty exciting. We've got for the contest, we've got a really cool new game. I'm not going to release what it is or what it's called yet, just because it's contest is, and we have to have it submitted by Saturday morning. So after that, I probably can freely talk about it. And then after that, we've got a remodel for Crazy Lanes and Tri-Mesh, which is very exciting. And all of my worlds will eventually switch over to Tri-Mesh as well. And then Time Rangers is coming out. And so there'll be more leaked as time goes on, but art done by none other than RJ, the creator, scripted by me as usual. So yeah, we're very excited. So there's a lot going on in Crazy Universe in the coming year. And yeah, we're excited.
I'm super excited to hear about all that stuff, and I absolutely love the atmosphere that you have in your spot. I like the family bond that gets brought to the table. It's very comfortable. It's very fun. 12 different games inside of Crazy Cantina, including, shuffleboard, which I can't seem to beat Blood Rain on. Blood Rain sitting in the corner over there just pissed me off. Caddy beats me in darts all the time, even though I'm number 2 on your leaderboard.
You suck.
I don't suck. I'm fucking amazing. And next time I throw a dart, I'm gonna throw it right at your eyeball. So
throw it at your fucking neck.
We do like to close out the show with, of course, a positive affirmation, and then we meet inside the lobby to take photos. Tonight's positive affirmation, this is one that I was really thinking about recently, that nothing in this world, nothing in this universe, in your existence can ever take the place of persistence, man. Persistence is totally key. You got to keep chipping away and chipping away and chipping away. And one of the things that I like thinking about when it comes to that is, how the hell do these people back in the day look at a block of marble and say that's the statue of David? You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand that kind of mindset, but I totally get the persistence behind it, because if you want something to come to fruition, all you got to do, dude, is keep chipping away and chipping away and chipping away, and then eventually, hopefully, you'll break on through, to the other side. And another thing that I've read most recently was the more that I work hard, the more luck I seem to have. And I think that's also awesome, because Kattie hears me every day. I work hard as shit, and I'm always frustrated. I'm
so
always
fucking frustrated.
Yeah, you guys don't get that side of me. You guys have no idea how frustrated I get. So it's you guys don't get that side of me, and I get frustrated often. But it's because people are stupid, and
they really are, actually. Like, I hear
I'm not
them.
afraid to say. Yeah, your everyday person is a goof, and tell them something that you hear me say like all the time.
My favorite is like when you're like in the middle. Don't you see him in the fucking middle of something here? Fuck, that guy's standing right over there, fucking not doing a goddamn thing. You gotta fucking sit here and bug me. But what I really wanted to know is, why do you stop? Why do you even give him the fucking time of day? I'd just keep going. I'd be like,
compassion.
Can't hear you. Sorry, got an earpiece in.
Caddy thinks it's funny when I tell people, like, get out. And,
oh yeah, he does that all the time too. He'll talk to someone and be like, yeah, and he's like, get out, get the fuck out, get out of my fucking office. Wow, rude.
Oh, you know what? I did have a question. And it slipped my mind around the first root beer sip. How hard was it making the leap of faith from having a steady real life job into working in Meta? I really wanted to know that.
That was hard. I did pretty well in my real life work. I was an optician, and I managed doctors' offices, eye doctor offices. So I did pretty well. And so to stop doing that and do this was a tough decision. But when you can make more in here doing that, it makes it pretty easy. But the fear is, can it continue?
Okay, I just kind of figured out how much you made.
Say again?
I said I just kind of figured out how much you make.
Oh, you have no idea. um, but the fear is will it continue? Because it could stop at any time. People can just
Exactly.
stop going to your world. You can stop purchasing my in-world items, and so
Of course.
the
That's a
fear
huge
is there.
gamble.
The fear is real. The thing that lets me overcome it, honestly, is I still have a skill set outside of here, so I can always go back to that. I don't
Right.
want to.
That's-
I have never enjoyed what I do so much.
That's awesome.
This
I
is the
would
most fun
love
I've
that
ever
lifestyle.
had doing something and being able to support my family. It's thrilling, honestly. I feel blessed.
That's awesome.
That's
It really
awesome.
is, and you're an absolute aspiration, and inspiration to anyone who's on looking and
I have
wants to
asthma,
make
so I
that.
do aspirate once in a while.
You perspirate too, but we we oh golly, this is wild. But ladies and gentlemen, that does conclude the AO show, because I know that Lux has to get over to Horizon Squares. We don't want to keep you guys too long. As always, thank you very much for coming to the show. Season finale takes place on December 19th. I cannot announce who the guest is, and I will not announce who the guest is until the week of the show, because I don't want any other show to steal them. That happens all the time. And it's like, it drives me nuts. We loved having you here, dude. You phenomenal answers, and it's
Thank you.
just nothing but positive energy.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate both of you.
course.
I love
Shout
what
out
you guys
to
do. I
DJ
love the show.
Marcus.
You know I come here whenever I have an opportunity. So
We appreciate that.
I
Yeah, we
you having
appreciate
me
it
on.
greatly. We definitely appreciate
All
it.
right,
And
so
before-
All
if
right,
we're done
I got
now,
a
I've got better things
chimichanga
to
on
do. So
this fucking. I'm ready. Let's go.
well, we
I
have
need
to
to
do
get
one. We have to
down.
do one round of photos out in the lobby. and then
Oh,
we can,
Oh my
fine.
god, it's
Mm,
sitting
come on.
here. I can
Also,
smell it.
shout out to DJ Marcus is here in the crowd. He's doing amazing things too here in the metaverse. Keep your eye out for him.
Heyo. Let's go.
Oh, we go this way.